So I just came across an article on Food Beast about using green tea in your instant noodles. I guess this is a trending hack in Japan. One of the things that Food Beast mentioned in their article was this opens up the possibility of different flavors. So I grabbed a few packets of tea to see what adds the best upgrade to your cup of noodles. So I grabbed a few different flavors to do this with. We're gonna be using the chicken flavor cup of noodle with green tea, raspberry, regular black tea, and an orange. I thought the orange chicken might be kind of good. So let's brew these teas up and let's see what happens. I'm excited about this one. I'm excited to see the flavors. Does green tea really change this? I think the orange one is gonna be the best one. So do me a favor, leave a comment. Which one do you think is going to add the most flavor to the cup of noodles? Do you think it's gonna be the green tea? Like the trend, the hack that is currently the most popular? Now stay until the end to see, you're gonna be able to see what I think's my favorite. And after seeing the video, after seeing them together and hearing my thoughts, I wanna see what you think after that too. If you're still sticking with your decision, I think it's the orange, but I'm not gonna know until I mix it together. Okay, here it is. Let's drop it in. We're gonna let this steep for about 4 minutes. So let's go, 4 minutes. That was a quick 4 minutes. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna remove the tea bags and we're gonna get these heated up so that way we can pour them into our cup of noodles and test them out. So I did want to test real quick and see how far the water dropped. Like if you could just use it directly from the brew into the cup of noodles, but they've actually cooled down to about 153, 154 degrees. So that's obviously not gonna work. We're gonna have to heat them up in the microwave. Okay, so we're just gonna put them in the mic for just a few minutes, just to get them up to that kind of boiling point. I guess we don't really have to go that far. These are hot. So we have our green tea. This is our regular tea, our raspberry, and orange tea. While these are still hot, let me get them poured in and ready to go. I'm excited to see how this comes out. I am excited. Fill it all the way up to the line. Oh, there's not enough. All of these are gonna need just a little bit more water. I hope that really doesn't throw off the flavor that much. Okay, we're just gonna add the little bit of water that we need extra to top this off. Ended up just being just a little bit. It ended up not being that much, so no big deal. Okay, so we are at our 4-minute mark for these guys, 3-minute mark for these. I am excited. I think this orange is gonna be so good. Ooh, the raspberry looks interesting. The raspberry is the only one that looks any different, really. That raspberry looks really unique. Let's see, let's mix these guys up. They're looking pretty normal. The smell is interesting though, I will say that. Ooh, look at that. The noodles are just a little bit darker, but the soup broth is darker. So curious about that. First one I'm gonna try is the green. Let's see how this one does. I'm gonna go for the noodle first. The one thing I'm gonna say is it actually makes the broth smoother. I always say in these kind of like soups, these instant soups, you get like a lot more like sodium type of flavor. You could taste the sodium of the broth, you know, like it's really sharp. But with this, with the green tea, it's really smooth. It actually smoothens it out, mellows it almost. Ooh, that's a hack that I'm gonna wanna do quite a bit. So green tea hack, I can totally see why they do it. You know, I need to get some water. Just a little sparkling water to see if we can kind of cleanse the palate just a bit. So next up, let's move to, I'm gonna do the regular tea. I think that's gonna be pretty interesting. Just the regular black tea, Lipton. And see, the noodles are, like I said, the noodles are a little darker, not a huge difference. Ooh. So, the broth on this, oh, it's so hard to explain. It's like a chocolatey, it makes it richer. I like the regular Lipton tea brewed in with this more than the green tea. It definitely adds more layers to the flavor. Smooths other layers out. It gives it a very rich flavor, and almost like a chocolatey, like what a chocolate would do, but in a savory way. My gosh, are you changing your mind? Okay, raspberry. Raspberry chicken noodles. Sounds odd, but you know what? I thought that the flavor would complement each other. Don't make fun of me about my spinning on the spoon. So I'm gonna have, not a huge fan of that one. The raspberry added raspberry flavor, but it didn't really add to the taste of the cup of noodles, you know? Like it didn't like, where these two added to the flavor. They took the flavors and elevated it. This added flavor, but it declined the flavor. It lowered the flavor. So this is going to be, so far, the lowest on my list. The one that I am the most excited for, I know I keep talking about it. I just think orange chicken is gonna be delicious. Okay. Oh, let's get some of that broth. This one's hard to place. The orange adds to it. There's a nice orange taste. I think the orange is good. I think the orange is not as good as the regular Lipton tea, the green tea, but it's definitely better than the raspberry. This just makes a really very sippable, warming broth, you know, just very full of flavor. It's like the tea that's gonna make you feel good, or the soup that's gonna make you feel good in the winter. But regular tea brewed in a cup of noodles is my winner. So do me a favor, pause the video now, go find your comments where what you thought was gonna be your favorite, and leave your remarks. Tell me what you think from my comments. What is going to be, what are you gonna try? Are you gonna try a different flavor? Do you think you're gonna try one of the flavors that I talked about to see if you liked it or didn't like it? Raspberry's no good. The orange is definitely tryable. The green is definitely tryable. Regular tea, if you just have it at home, just brew some regular tea, because that's good. I was able to buy everything today because this episode is sponsored by my Patreon. Visit me at patreon.com/SauceStache and join the Sauce Squad. Get your name listed right here. That's all I got. I'm gonna finish the regular tea one, because dang, that is good.